Okay, this is a review I have on a Ontario Knife Company knife. It is the Rat Model 1. I just picked this up a week or two ago. Found it on eBay for a pretty good price. This is the, I think it was the Coyote Brown or Coyote Tan handle with the satin blade. Looks pretty good. I do like it. First reaction pulling out of the box, loved it. I mean, it fits well in the hand. Opening it up, it's a solid opener. Had a little bit of dirt in there from last night, but I'll clean that out later. But yeah, it flips open pretty well. A few points here. It's got ambidextrous thumb studs, so you can change the clip to a left-handed model or left-handed carry, so you can open it from the left side. It does have the 4 carry positions, which I do like. Gives you a little bit of versatility. Has a lanyard hole here that is big enough. Looks like you can slide some paracord through there if you want to make a lanyard. I'd prefer not to carry mine with the lanyard. Their website shows an overall length of about 8.5 inches. Show you compared to a dollar bill. So just a little bit, 2 inches or so longer than a dollar bill. Fits very well in a hand. It is a little longer in my hand, as you can see. Blade was about 3.5 inches. Closed length, so the blade's about 3.5. The handle itself is about 5 inches. Weighs about 5 ounces, so it's a hefty knife, but that's good for cutting and everything. This does have, so you get here, looks like the half serrations. It doesn't have the full scallops like in some of the serrations, which I kind of like these a little better. The RAT stands for Randall's Adventure Training, as that stamped on the blade, as well as the triangle there stamped on the pocket clip. The pocket clip is very nice. It has a lot of room here. I know a lot of my work pants have a little thicker lip, we'll say, or thicker handle in the pocket, so it's a little tougher to get the pocket clip to fit on there. This works very well there, and I did change this. It does come tip down carry. It comes mounted on this side. I flipped it over to tip up for the right hand because I like grabbing the pocket and flipping it open. Use this knife for a couple weeks, and it still does have a fairly good edge. This is AUS 8 steel. It measures about 55 to 56 on the Rockwell hardness scale, which is pretty good for a pocket knife. I mean, it's going to hold an edge very well. I mean, an easy enough edge to put on there. It's not the best, but it will. I mean, it will get you by. It is a flat ground blade or edge. Shows. I actually do like the Ontario website. It tells you the blade angle is 35. So if you have a sharpener or something, you want to get that same edge. Some don't have that available. Some do. So that's at a 35-degree angle, so you can continue that. Thickness of the blade it's showing is about 0.12 inches. So it's a pretty, like I said, it's a pretty hefty blade. I do like it. I've, like I said, used it for a couple weeks now. It fits pretty well. The blade's kind of actually offset from the handle to give you a better point. It's got a more natural line to it. The handles are shows nylon 6, which is just another mixture they use to make. It's not quite Zytel, but it's just something they use. It's a little different. There's a couple different chemicals in the nylon mixture, but the handles they are a little textured. Kind of gives you the feel of like a G10 maybe. They do hold up pretty well. All the hardware on it is very good. As you may see, I don't know how well you can see there, it's Taiwan. That's the only, even on the Ontario Knife website, that's where the origin of this knife is. So I'm assuming that's where they produce these knives exclusively. But they've put all their cards on the table with this one. I do like it. Like I said, all the hardware normally. I've got a Gerber 06 Fast and I've got a Gerber 06 Auto. The Fast is a China knife. The Auto is a USA made. You can tell the difference in all the hardware between the two. The heavier this hardware, it does have heavier screws in it. Looks like like I said, it locks open pretty well. It's easy to open. It is a liner lock, and it does take a little bit of that force to force it out. But once you do, it's smooth. I shouldn't have to ever work on this knife. I'm going to wait as long as I can to pull this apart. It's the open pillar back, so it's easy enough to clean. You just run it under some water, and it cleans the stuff out of the back. I've yet to find anything I don't like about this knife. I didn't think I'd like the collar, but I kind of like that stands out well with the black. And like I said, I always do like the ability to change the pocket clip. 4-position pocket clip is great. Like I said, it does have the lanyard hole, so if you do like to use a lanyard on a knife, that's your opinion. I mean, I've got a couple knives I use them on, but other than that, it's just something I feel gets in the way. But like I said, this knife seems so far very good from what I've used it. The blade has just a few abrasions on it, so it seems to be pretty tough. All it says is the blade finish is satin, so I don't know if it's a painted blade, if it's powder coated. I don't know what they've done to coat the blade. But so far, like I said, it's taken some abuse so far, and I do like it. Still holds that good edge. The knife does give you a couple options. Gives you a good ice pick hold there. If you're into fighting styles, you can get a good hold on this knife. It feels good in the hand. It fits well in the hand. It's balanced. The blade's not front heavy or anything, so it's easy enough to work with. And like I said, it's not an overly heavy knife, but you do know you have it in your hand and you have it in your pocket. I've been looking at these knives for a long time. I've always admired the Ontario knives because they're simple. There's not a whole lot to them. There are no frills. I do like that. I like my auto knives, but the only reason I went to that was because I wasn't finding a knife like this that I liked. This has actually replaced some of my favorite, I say auto, but assisted opening knives. This has replaced a lot of those knives I usually carry. I've been carrying a SOG Trident there for a couple months, and I finally kind of retired it. I love this thing. This thing is so far is great. I'll probably purchase another couple just to have put away and maybe for gifts, but I'm looking at maybe buying one of their sheath knives just to try it out. Those are the ones that really have caught my eye. But I found this on eBay the one day, and I did get a good price on it. And so far, I do really like it. So I've got plenty more reviews to do. I'll hopefully get them done. It's just been a while since I've been on here, so I appreciate you guys watching. And any comments are well appreciated as well.